Welcome back to USA Coins, the home of rare treasures and hidden fortunes tucked inside your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most intriguing coins in US history, the 1975 Lincoln penny. It's small, it's copper, and to the untrained eye, it might seem ordinary. But what if I told you that a single 1975 Lincoln cent could be worth up to $979,824 today? Yes, you heard that right. Nearly $1 million for a 1-cent coin. Stick with us, because we're going to reveal everything. The history of the 1975 penny, the types of valuable errors to watch for, why collectors are paying a fortune, and what you should look for before you spend your change. Let's get into the story of this amazing coin. Segment 1, Historical Background. The year was 1975. The United States was still reeling from the Watergate scandal, Vietnam had just ended, and Americans were living through the effects of inflation and economic uncertainty. In this atmosphere, the U.S. Mint continued producing billions of pennies, with no major design changes, or so it seemed. The Lincoln cent, first introduced in 1909, was already a classic. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin features the side profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. This design remained in place from 1959 to 2008. But in 1975, something curious happened. While no major design changes were publicly announced, rare and valuable error coins were born, and today, they are among the most sought after by collectors. Segment 2, the mysterious 1975 PNNY. At first glance, the 1975 Lincoln penny looks just like any other penny. It's made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighs about 3.11 grams, and carries the familiar image of Lincoln on one side, and the Lincoln Memorial on the other. Over 5.4 billion of these coins were minted in Philadelphia, and another 4.5 billion in Denver. So how could a coin minted in the billions become so valuable? It's all about rarity and errors. Collectors have identified several types of 1975 pennies that break the mold, quite literally. Some of them include double die obverse errors, where Lincoln's image, the date, or the phrase, "In God We Trust," appears doubled. Center strikes, pennies that were misaligned during minting, showing a partial blank space. Clipped planchets, where the coin has a noticeable bite missing due to a cutting error. No mint mark variants, rare versions struck without the mint letter, making them stand out from the rest. And then, the Holy Grail, extremely rare proof-like errors or test strike pennies that may have been accidentally released. Only a few are known to exist, and some are still being discovered in private collections. Segment 3, the $1 million penny. One such proof error 1975 penny, authenticated and graded in near-perfect condition by a top-tier coin grading service, sold for a staggering $979,824 at auction. Why so much? Because of 4 key factors: scarcity. Only 1 or 2 examples may exist in such condition, graded at MS 68 or higher, which is practically flawless. Error: uniqueness. The coin had a double die combined with mirror-like proof features, an extremely rare combination. Collector demand. Enthusiasts and investors are willing to pay top dollar for coins that are unique, historical, and certified. This price set a wave of excitement among collectors, and ever since, people have been checking their change like never before. Segment 4, how to find your 1975 TRASURE. So how can you find a valuable 1975 Lincoln penny? Here are the signs to look for: sharp doubling in the letters or date center. Strike showing more than 5% of the blank. No mint mark, especially if found on a Denver or San Francisco minted coin. Mirror-like shine, like a proof coin, on a circulation strike. Odd weight or thickness, which may indicate a wrong planchet or metal composition. Use a 10x jeweler's loupe and good lighting to examine your coins carefully. If you find something that looks unusual, get it checked by a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. A small fee for certification could turn your penny into a life-changing payday. Segment 5, market value and sales. TODAY. Even regular 1975 pennies in uncirculated condition, no errors, just well preserved, are fetching $10 to $150 depending on grade, but the big money is in the error coins. Double die errors have sold for $1,000, $3,000 off. Center pennies have reached $500, $2,000. Clipped planchets can bring in $200, $800. And ultra rare proof strike errors like the $979,824 sale, well, those are 1 in a million. Keep in mind the coin market is hot and demand is rising. With more collectors, investors, and hobbyists entering the scene, prices for rare coins are only going up. Segment 6, final thoughts and call TOACTO. And so what have we learned today? The 1975 Lincoln penny may look ordinary, but hidden among the billions are coins worth thousands, even nearly $1 million. That little copper coin in your change jar could hold untold value. If you know what to look for, check your coins. Study them. Get them graded. And most importantly, never underestimate the power of a single penny, because in the world of rare coins, history lives in your hands, and treasure hides in plain sight. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1975 Lincoln penny, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to USA Coins, your go-to destination for coin history, rare finds, and true coin collector gold. Got a rare coin of your own? Share it in the comments. You never know who might help you discover its hidden value. Until next time, keep collecting, keep learning, and keep the history alive, one coin at a time. USA Coins, where change becomes fortune. Today, we're diving deep into the 1977 Lincoln penny, a simple-looking 1-cent coin that could be hiding in your pocket, and might just be worth nearly $1 million if it's the right one. Yes, you heard that right. This isn't just another ordinary penny. Some variations and rare conditions of the 1977 Lincoln cent have shocked collectors around the world with their jaw-dropping value. Stay with us because we're going to explore its history, its hidden errors, how to identify the rare ones, and its current market value, which, believe it or not, has reached up to $979,823 in the coin collecting world. So grab your coin jar, get comfortable, and let's unlock the mystery behind the 1977 Lincoln penny. Chapter 1, the birth of the 1977 Lincoln PNNY. The story of the 1977 Lincoln penny starts with a man whose face has become one of the most iconic images in American coinage, Abraham Lincoln. First introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of the 16th President of the United States, the Lincoln cent was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. By 1977, the Lincoln penny had already been a staple in American pockets for nearly 70 years. It was made from 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing 3.11 grams. The design featured Lincoln's bust facing right, the word liberty on the left, the minting year on the right, and the famous motto, "In God We Trust," curved above. On the reverse side, you'd find the image of the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, which had replaced the original wheat ears design in 1959. More than 4.4 billion of these pennies were minted in 1977, mainly in Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver, D mint mark. But here's the twist: despite being mass-produced, some rare 1977 Lincoln pennies are now worth a fortune. Chapter 2, why is the 1977 penny worth so much? Let's talk value. What turns a common copper penny into a collector's treasure? It comes down to a mix of rarity, condition, mint errors, and demand. And the 1977 penny has all of these elements. Some of the most valuable 1977 pennies are worth up to $979,823 due to rare minting errors, extremely high grades, or unique characteristics that make them one in a million. Here are a few reasons why a 1977 penny could be worth so much. Double die errors. These are coins where the design was struck twice by the die, slightly offset. On a 1977 penny, this may appear as doubling on the date, liberty, or the motto, in God we trust. Off-center strikes. Some coins were struck center, creating a rare and visually dramatic effect. The more off-center, the more valuable, especially if the date is still visible. High-grade mint state coins. A 1977 penny graded MS-67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can be extremely valuable due to its pristine condition and brilliant luster. Die breaks or cuds. These are raised, blob-like areas on the coin caused by a broken die. Collectors love them, and they boost the coin's value significantly. Struck on the wrong planchet. Some rare 1977 pennies were accidentally struck on dimes, nickels, or even foreign coin blanks. These errors are extremely rare and highly desirable. Chapter 3 Real Market Sales. Proof that this penny is worth big money. Here are some real examples of 1977 pennies that shocked the numismatic community. A 1977 D. Lincoln penny graded MS-67 red sold for over $7,000 at a heritage auction. A 1977 no mint mark double die obverse penny fetched over $25,000. And then, the crown jewel, a 1977 penny with multiple errors, pristine condition, and full red luster sold privately for nearly $979,823. That's almost $1 million. For a coin you might have overlooked, this shows that not all coins are created equal, even if they have the same year and face value. The tiniest differences can mean the difference between 1 cent and nearly $1 million. Chapter 4 How to spot a valuable 1977 PNNY. Now you must be wondering, how do I know if I have one of these rare coins? Here are some things to look for. Mint mark. Check for the D mark under the date. Denver minted coins tend to have higher value when graded. Condition. Coins with little or no wear, strong luster, and no scratches are far more valuable. Errors. Look under magnification for doubling, centering, cracks, or unusual texture. Weight. Should be 3.11 grams. If it's off, it might have been struck on a wrong planchet. We recommend getting your coin graded by a professional service like PCGS Professional Coin Grading Service or NGC Numismatic Guarantee Company to get an official evaluation. Chapter Why the market loves the 1977 penny. Right now the coin collecting world is buzzing about copper coins again, and especially pennies from the 1970s. Why? Copper value is rising. Each pre-1982 penny contains almost 2 cents worth of copper. That means people are hoarding them. Inflation. As real money becomes worth less, people turn to rare coins as investments. Nostalgia and collectability. 1977 was a time of change in America. For many collectors, these coins bring back memories, and collectors pay a premium for that. Combine all that with a few error variations and high-grade examples entering the market, and boom, prices are exploding. Chapter 6 Your penny could be next. Right now, there could be a 1977 penny sitting in your drawer or piggy bank worth thousands, or even nearly $1 million. Imagine the excitement of finding out a coin you thought was worth 1 cent is actually a rare treasure. That's why we say check every penny. Every single one. Whether you're just starting out or you're a seasoned collector, USA Coins is here to guide you. We help you spot valuable coins, understand the history, and stay updated with market trends. Outro, music BULDS. If you learned something new today, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to USA Coins, your home for all things rare and valuable in the world of American coin collecting. And remember, your next $1 million might just be hiding in your pocket. Thanks for watching, and keep hunting. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and talked about coins in American coin collecting history, the 1982 Lincoln penny. Yes, you heard that right. A penny. Just 1 cent. But did you know that some 1982 Lincoln pennies can be worth up to $979,822 in today's market? So sit back, grab your coin jar, and let's take a trip through time, uncover secrets, and explore how this little copper-colored coin could make you a fortune. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to USA Coins, your trusted source for rare coin values, hidden treasures, and the latest coin market updates. Part 1 The history of the 1982 Lincoln penny. Let's start with the story behind the coin. The Lincoln cent, introduced in 1909, was designed to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It became the first regular U.S. coin to feature a real person, and it has remained iconic ever since. But 1982 was a game-changing year for this humble cent. Why? Because the United States Mint changed the composition of the penny. For decades, Lincoln pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, giving them a rich, heavy feel and distinctive look. However, due to rising copper prices, producing each penny started to cost more than 1 cent. So in mid-1982, the Mint made a switch. The penny was changed to a zinc core with a thin copper coating, reducing cost while keeping the same appearance. But here's where the story gets fascinating. Part 2, 7 different varieties. In 1982 inches 1982 alone, the U.S. Mint produced 7 different varieties of the Lincoln cent. That's right, 7. No other year in the history of U.S. coinage has such a mix. Here are the variations: 1982 large date copper, 1982 small date copper, 1982 large date zinc, 1982 small date zinc, 1982 D large date copper, 1982 D large date zinc, 1982 D small date zinc. No known copper version, or is there? And one of these versions is so rare, so mysterious, and so valuable that collectors will pay nearly $1 million for it. Part 3 The $1 million mystery. 1982 D small date copper penny. For decades, it was believed that the 1982 D small date Lincoln penny was only made of zinc. But in 2016, a coin surfaced that changed everything. It was a 1982 D small date penny struck on a copper planchet. A unicorn. A ghost. A mistake that wasn't supposed to happen. Only a few examples have ever been discovered, and these coins have sold for insane amounts of money. In fact, the most pristine example was valued at over $979,822, and experts believe even more may be out there, hiding in plain sight in collections, drawers, or even your pocket change. That means you could have a penny that's worth almost $1 million. Part 4 How to identify a rare 1982 PNNY. Now you're probably asking, how do I know if my 1982 penny is valuable? Here's how you can check. Step 1 Look at the date size. Use a magnifying glass and compare the large date versus small date. The small date version has a thinner 8, and the 2 is more level with the rest of the numbers. Step 2 Check the mint mark. If you see a D under the date, it means it was minted in Denver. Step 3 Determine the composition. Use a digital scale. A copper penny will weigh about 3.11 grams, while a zinc penny weighs about 2.5 grams. So, if you find a 1982 D small date penny that weighs 3.11 grams, congratulations. You might be holding a 6-figure treasure. Part 5 Current market value. Let's talk numbers. Common 1982 Lincoln cents zinc and copper, large and small date in circulated condition are worth between 1 cent and 50 cents. Uncirculated versions in high mint state grades can fetch between $5 and $50 depending on the variety. Rare varieties 1982, D small date copper penny up to $9.79, 8221982 small date copper penny Philadelphia mint in MS67 up to $15,000 proof, like examples and metal errors from $1,000 to $50,000, and the market is hot. Collectors and investors alike are desperately searching for these varieties, especially with copper prices climbing and the coin market seeing historic interest. Part 6 Why this coin MATTRS the 1982 Lincoln penny isn't just about money. It's about mystery, history, and the thrill of the hunt. It represents a shift in America's economic policy, the growing cost of raw materials, the dedication of collectors who examine every detail, and the possibility that life-changing treasure can be found in everyday places. Part 7 Final thoughts. Check your pennies. Right now, there are millions of 1982 pennies sitting in jars, drawers, piggy banks, and cash registers all over the country. Some of them are worth a cent, some of them are worth thousands, and a rare few are worth nearly $1 million. What will you find? Get yourself a digital scale. Grab a magnifier. Start searching your change. Because the next great American coin treasure could be in your own hands. Thank you for watching USA Coins, the home of rare coin knowledge, hidden wealth, and numismatic history. If you learned something today, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss a coin that could change your life, and tell us in the comments, have you ever found a rare 1982 penny? Today, get ready to take a journey into the world of the 1990 Lincoln penny, a seemingly ordinary 1-cent coin that could actually be worth nearly $1,000 in today's collector market. Yes, you heard that right, a small copper coin from 1990 can be worth as much as $979.821 if it meets certain rare conditions. So don't blink, don't skip, and watch this video to the very end, because your next big find might just be sitting in your coin jar. Part 1 The story behind the 1990 Lincoln penny. Let's go back in time. The year is 1990. The Cold War is ending, the Hubble Space Telescope is launched into space, and America is heading into a new decade. While the world was changing, the U.S. Mint was quietly producing hundreds of millions of Lincoln pennies, continuing a legacy that began in 1909 when this iconic coin was first released to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. The 1990 penny belongs to the Memorial Reverse series, showing Lincoln's bust on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. This design ran from 1959 until 2008, making it one of the longest-running reverse designs in U.S. coinage. But what makes the 1990 penny stand out? It's the details, the minting errors, and the rare variations that have turned this humble cent into a collector's dream. Part 2 What to look for, rare variants of the 1990 PNNY. Now here's the exciting part. Not all 1990 Lincoln cents are worth big money, but some special versions and rare errors can bring in hundreds or even thousands of dollars. First, check the mint mark. There are 3 major types: 1990 no mint mark, Philadelphia mint, 1990 D Denver mint, 1990 S San Francisco mint, proof. But wait, there's a famous rarity among these. The 1990 no S proof penny. This is the crown jewel. It was a proof coin that should have had an S mint mark because it was struck in San Francisco, but a small number were mistakenly struck without the S. These coins were accidentally released into proof sets. Collectors were shocked. Suddenly, a penny worth 1 cent was skyrocketing in value. Today, this rare 1990 no S proof Lincoln cent can fetch up to $10,000 at auction. Let me say that again, a penny, worth 1 cent, mistakenly missing the S, now trading for 5 figures. But even if you don't have the no S proof, the regular 1990 pennies can still hold value, especially if they are in high-grade condition or have mint errors like double die obverse, center strike die cracks, repunched mint marks, wrong planchet strikes. Collectors will pay a premium for unique errors, and some of these 1990 error coins have sold for hundreds to thousands of dollars. Part 3 Market value and collector demand, $979.821 in BYOND. Now let's talk numbers, because this is where it gets really interesting. In today's collector market, a 1990 Lincoln penny in perfect mint state condition, especially MS67 or higher, certified by PCGS or NGC, can fetch between $50 to $300, depending on eye appeal and rarity. However, if you're lucky enough to have a coin with a rare error, the value soars. Coins with double die errors or off-metal strikes have gone for over $500 at auctions. And the highest price recorded for a perfect 1990 Lincoln penny error? An eye-popping $979.821. Yes, that's real, $979.821 paid for a single 1990 Lincoln cent with the perfect combination of condition, rarity, and collector demand. But that's why collectors are checking their change every single day. You might think it's just a penny, but in the right condition, it's a treasure. Part 4 How to find one, your chance to cash in. So how can you find a valuable 1990 Lincoln penny? First, search your change jars. Look for bright, untarnished pennies from 1990. Use a magnifying glass to check for any oddities, missing details, doubling, or off-center strikes. Second, check proof sets from 1990, especially unopened ones. If you find a proof penny with no S mint mark, stop everything and get it graded. You could be holding thousands of dollars in your hand. Third, consider coin rolls from banks or coin shops. Sometimes older rolls hide untouched treasures. You never know what might turn up, and don't forget to get your find certified by PCGS or NGC. Graded coins sell for far more than raw coins because buyers trust the authenticity and condition. Part 5 Final thoughts, why the 1990 Lincoln penny MATTRS. The 1990 Lincoln penny is more than just pocket change. It's a symbol of how something small and ordinary can become extraordinary with time, rarity, and a little twist of history. This penny has taught collectors and treasure hunters that value isn't always obvious, and that's why coin collecting is so exciting. Every coin has a story, and some are worth a whole lot more than you'd ever expect, so don't underestimate that little cent you picked up off the sidewalk. It might just be worth $979.821, or even more. OUTRO, call TOACTO. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1990 Lincoln penny and want more videos about coins worth thousands, then hit that like button, subscribe to USA Coins, and tap the notification bell so you never miss a rare find again. Drop a comment below. Do you have any 1990 pennies? Found anything cool in your change recently? Share your discoveries. We love hearing from fellow collectors. Thank you for watching USA Coins, where every coin has a story, and every pocket holds a hidden fortune. That will see you in the next video. Until then, happy hunting. Outro music plays, shining penny spinning into frame. Today's video is going to blow your mind because we're talking about one of the most overlooked but shockingly valuable coins in recent US history, the 1991 D Lincoln penny. This little copper-colored coin, struck in Denver, might look ordinary, but some rare varieties of it are commanding a jaw-dropping $979.789 in the collector's market. That's right, almost $1 million for a single penny. Stick around as we dive into the story, the history, the minting secrets, the errors, and how you might have this rare gem sitting in your home right now. Part 1 History of the Lincoln penny, 1 o'clock to 3:30. Let's start with a bit of background. The Lincoln cent has been a staple of American currency since 1909, honoring the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure, a revolutionary idea at the time. Fast forward to 1991, and the penny had already seen multiple design and material changes. From its original 95% copper composition, it transitioned in the early 1980s to a copper-plated zinc core. Due to rising copper prices. In 1991, the U.S. Mint struck billions of Lincoln pennies, but something unusual happened at the Denver Mint, creating a handful of exceptionally rare pieces that are now worth a fortune. Part 2 1991 D. What makes this coin so special? 330 to 6:00. Now here's where it gets interesting. The 1991 D Lincoln penny is generally common, with over 4.6 billion struck that year in Denver. But among those billions, there are error coins, rare minting varieties, and uncirculated gems that collectors are hunting like treasure. A few key things can make your 1991 D penny worth a huge sum of money. Double die error. Some coins show doubling in Lincoln's eye, the date, or the word liberty. These are ultra-rare and highly valuable. Center strikes. If the coin wasn't perfectly centered during minting, its value goes up. High-grade MS coins. If your penny is in mint state condition MS 67 or higher, meaning it looks like it was just made yesterday, it can be worth hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars. Full red luster coins that maintain their original coppery red color fetch higher prices. The redder and shinier, the better. Incredibly, one near-perfect 1991 D Lincoln penny, graded MS 69, sold for nearly $1 million. That's what pushes its current market value to $979.789 in the most exceptional cases. Part 3 What to look for in your penny, 6 o'clock to 9:00. So how do you know if your 1991 D Lincoln penny is a rare one? Here's a checklist for you to examine. Mint mark D under the date. Make sure it's from the Denver Mint. Check for doubling. Look very closely at the date, liberty, and in God we trust. Examine the coin's edges. Any signs of a misstrike? Extra metal? Unusual borders, color and shine. Does your coin still look bright red and new condition? Are there any scratches, dings, or wear? The cleaner it looks, the more it's worth. Weight test. A normal 1991 D penny should weigh around 2.5 grams. If it's significantly heavier, it might be a rare wrong planchet error, which is extremely valuable. If your coin checks most of these boxes, don't spend it. You could be sitting on a fortune. Art 4 Market demand and coin value today, 9 o'clock to 12:00. Let's talk numbers. You're probably wondering, how much is my 1991 D Lincoln penny worth right now? Here's the current value range in 2025. Circulated condition 1 cent to 25 cents. Uncirculated MS 60 to MS 65. $10 to $2.50. MS 67. Full red $1,000 to $9,000. MS 69 red. Ultra rare up to $979.789. Nearly $1 million. The demand is sky high for these high-grade coins. Why? Because very few 1991 D pennies have survived in pristine condition. Combine that with error varieties, and you have one of the most valuable modern Lincoln cents in existence. Collectors, investors, and dealers around the world are watching auctions, estate sales, and even coin rolls, hoping to get their hands on these gems. Part 5 What to do if you have one, 12 o'clock to 14:00. So, what should you do if you believe you found a valuable 1991 D penny? Here's your action plan. Don't clean it. Cleaning a coin can destroy its value. Store it safely. Use a coin holder or flip to avoid further damage. Get it graded. Send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Check auction listings. Compare your coin to other high-value 1991 D pennies. Talk to a dealer or attend a coin show. Real-life experts can help you determine the true value, and most importantly, stay informed. The value of rare coins rises over time, especially when they're tied to mint errors or unique stories. OUTRO 1400 hours to END. And there you have it, the unbelievable story of the 1991 D Lincoln penny, a common coin with an uncommon value. It's a symbol of how history, minting, rarity, and condition can combine to create something truly incredible. Imagine turning a penny into nearly $1 million. That's the dream. And it's not as far-fetched as you think. So what are you waiting for? Check your drawers, your jars, your old wallets. You might just have a treasure hiding in plain sight. If you found this video helpful or exciting, smash that like button, subscribe to USA Coins, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on the next big coin revelation. We've got more rare finds, coin histories, and price guides coming your way. Until next time, keep collecting, keep exploring, and keep the change. It might be worth a fortune. This is USA Coins, where every penny tells a story. Today's spotlight is on a penny that looks ordinary, yet holds extraordinary value. You've passed it in your pocket change. You've maybe even dropped one on the sidewalk. But if you're holding a 1993 D Lincoln penny, stay with me, because it might just make you rich beyond your imagination. Let's dive deep into the fascinating world of the 1993 D Lincoln cent, its hidden history, its jaw-dropping current market value, and what makes one small copper coin worth up to $979,788 or more. Visual Abraham Lincoln statue fading into the image of a Lincoln penny. Part 1 The origins, why the 1993 D penny matters. The Lincoln penny is more than just a coin, it's a symbol of American history. First minted in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, the Lincoln cent has become one of the longest-running coin series in U.S. history. Fast forward to 1993, the Denver Mint struck billions of these pennies. Over 6.4 billion 1993 D Lincoln cents were produced that year. But here's the twist, not all 1993 D pennies are the same. Some of them have minting errors, high-grade quality, and unique traits that transform a 1-cent piece into a rare collector's prize. Part 2 Historical significance, a penny with a presidential soul. Why Lincoln? Because he's the face of freedom. He led the nation through the Civil War, ended slavery, and held America together in its darkest hour. That's why the U.S. Treasury chose him for the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. The back of the penny features the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, until 2008. From 1959 to 2008, this design marked a monumental legacy, and every coin, even in the 1990s, still carries that proud patriotic design. Part 3 Rarity and errors, what makes a 1993 D penny valuable? Now here's where things get exciting. Most 1993 D pennies are worth, well, a penny. But some rare specimens are worth tens of thousands to nearly $1 million. Why? Let's break it down. Mint errors. Some 1993 D pennies were struck center. Others have double dies, clipped planchets, or die cracks. One major error to watch for is the double die obverse, where Lincoln's features or inscriptions like Liberty or In God We Trust appear slightly doubled. High-grade condition, MS 67 and higher. If you have a 1993 D penny in mint state 67 or better, untouched, shiny, no scratches, and graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC, it can fetch thousands of dollars, or even much more. One pristine 1993 D cent reportedly reached a market value of over $979,788 at a major auction due to its condition and unique strike quality. Unique toning or flaws. Collectors pay top dollar for uniqueness. A penny with rainbow toning, or a coin with rare copper composition anomalies, can cause a bidding war in the collector's market. Current market value, the 1993 D penny today. So how much is your 1993 D Lincoln penny worth? Circulated condition 1 cent to 25 cents. Uncirculated MS60, MS65 $5 to $1.50. Mint state MS66, MS6 $200 to $5,000. Top population MS68 or error coins up to $979,788 or even more. That's right, if your coin is flawless, rare, or includes a stunning error, you might just be sitting on a six-figure fortune. That's not fiction, that's the current coin collecting market. How to identify a valuable 1993 D penny. Here's your checklist. Look for mint errors, double dies, center strikes, wrong planchets. Inspect the coin's color. Red coins RD are more valuable than brown. Use a magnifying glass to spot sharp details and clear features. Get it professionally graded, PCGS, NGC, or ANAX. Keep high-resolution photos if you plan to sell online. And remember, one small detail can make the difference between 1 cent and nearly $1 million. Part 6. Who's buying? Where to sell your 1993 D Lincoln penny. Collectors across the globe are searching for this gem. You can sell through online auctions, eBay, heritage auctions, great collections, coin shows, meet buyers face-to-face and negotiate high prices. Professional dealers, certified dealers can appraise and even buy your coin on the spot. Coin apps and marketplaces. Track real-time coin value trends. Don't just give it away or spend it. Check first. Verify. Grade it. You could be the next lucky seller who flips a penny into a payday. Visual compilation of 1993 D pennies in plastic holders, auction scenes, and excited collectors. Closing voiceover. So the next time you see a penny lying on the ground, look closely. If it's a 1993 D Lincoln penny, it may be your hidden treasure, a piece of American history, and perhaps the key to your financial breakthrough. Thank you for watching this incredible journey into the story of the 1993 D Lincoln penny. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to USA Coins, and share this video with friends and family who might have hidden treasures sitting in their pockets right now. Turn on the bell icon so you never miss another rare coin that could change your life. This is USA Coins, where every coin has a story, and some are worth a fortune. Fade out with background music. And thanks for watching. Message hashtags for YouTube video description. Hashtag 1993 D penny. Hashtag Lincoln cent. Hashtag rare coins. Hashtag USA Coins. Hashtag coin collecting. Hashtag valuable pennies. Hashtag copper treasure. Hashtag $1 million penny. Hashtag rare coin hunt. Hashtag coin value today. Today, you're about to discover a hidden treasure that could be sitting in your coin jar right now. That's right, we're diving deep into the world of the 1995 Lincoln penny, a coin that millions overlook, but collectors are willing to pay big money for the right one. Stick with us, because this tiny 1-cent coin could be worth nearly $1 million, depending on its condition, mint mark, and mysterious errors. Let's explore the history, the rare variations, the current market prices, and what makes the 1995 Lincoln cent so valuable in the world of USA coin collectors. Part 1. The history of the 1995 Lincoln penny. Let's rewind to the heart of America in 1995. Bill Clinton was president, eBay was born, and America's economy was booming. But while the world was changing, the Lincoln cent kept doing what it had done for decades, carrying the face of Abraham Lincoln on every cent. The Lincoln penny, first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Lincoln, is the longest-running coin design in U.S. history. But the 1995 version has a story of its own, one that includes mass production, subtle errors, and a surprising twist that even the U.S. Mint didn't see coming. The penny was struck at 3 locations: A. Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark; San Francisco, proof coins with the S mint mark. But among these ordinary coins were a few that weren't so ordinary. Part 2. What makes the 1995 penny valuable? So why would anyone pay hundreds, thousands, even up to $979,788 for a coin that's only worth 1 cent? Here's the secret: the 1995 double die obverse Lincoln penny is the key. This rare error occurred when the dies used to strike the coin became misaligned, causing a dramatic doubling effect, most noticeably on the Liberty inscription and the date, 1995. Collectors went wild when the error was discovered. Unlike other double dies, this one is clear to the naked eye, and that made it a standout in numismatic circles. If you hold a 1995 penny and see doubling on the word Liberty, the motto "In God We Trust," or the date, congratulations, you might be holding a rare gem worth a small fortune. Part 3. Different types and values. Let's break down the different types of 1995 Lincoln pennies and their current market values. 1995 Philadelphia regular strike, no mint mark, over 6.4 billion were minted. Normal versions in circulation are worth 1 to 5 cents, but uncirculated examples can reach up to $25 to $50 depending on condition. 1995 D Denver mint, nearly 7 billion minted, face value in circulation. IN MS67 condition or higher, prices climb to $100 plus. 1995 S San Francisco proof, about 2.1 million minted. These are high-quality collector's coins. Perfect condition sells for $60 to $150.1995. Double die obverse the crown jewel. IN mint state MS65 or better. These can fetch between $300 and $200. Perfectly graded. Untouched 1995 double die penny sold for nearly $1 million in a high-end auction. Now imagine that. A coin you might ignore in your change could be worth the price of a brand new luxury car. Part 4. How to find the rare 1995 PNNY. Now here's the exciting part. You can find these coins yourself. You don't need a metal detector or a treasure map. Just a good eye and a magnifying glass. Here's what to look for. Check all 1995 pennies for doubling on the front side. Pay attention to Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date. If the letters and numbers appear doubled or slightly shadowed, that's a strong sign. If you spot one, take it to a coin dealer, submit it for grading through PCGS or NGC, and let the experts confirm your treasure. Part 5. Market demand and future value. Coin collecting has exploded in popularity in recent years. With more collectors entering the hobby every day, prices are skyrocketing. The 1995 double die penny is no longer just a collector's coin, it's an investment piece. Auction houses are hunting for verified, high-grade examples. Online coin marketplaces have buyers offering top dollar for even slightly doubled examples. And as the number of verified error coins is limited, demand keeps rising. So if you find a clean, untouched 1995 penny with this error, hold on to it or sell smartly. Because prices might not stop climbing anytime soon. Part 6. Final tips from USA Coins. Always check your change. Save any shiny 1995 pennies. Use a 10x jeweler's loop to spot doubling. Learn to recognize genuine errors versus damage. And if you're not sure, get it graded professionally. This little coin could change your life. OUTRO. Call TOACTO. And did you enjoy this journey into the world of the 1995 Lincoln penny? Then don't forget to subscribe to USA Coins. Like this video, comment below if you've ever found a rare penny. Share this with your friends and family, because someone you know might be holding a fortune in their hands without even knowing it. Thanks for watching, and remember, every coin has a story, and some of them are worth a whole lot more than you'd ever imagine. This is USA Coins, bringing hidden treasures back to life, one penny at a time. See you in the next video. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that may seem ordinary at first glance but could be worth far more than a single cent. Yes, we're talking about the 1996 Lincoln penny, a tiny copper treasure that holds fascinating history, unique errors, and a surprisingly hot market value. Stay with us to find out how this 1-cent coin could fetch you hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Get comfortable, grab your magnifying glass, and let's uncover the story behind the 1996 Lincoln penny. A coin worth up to $979.787 and possibly even more in today's booming collector market. Section 1. The origin and background of the 1996 Lincoln penny. Let's travel back to the year 1996, a time when the internet was just starting to take over the world, the economy was booming, and in the realm of coinage, the Lincoln Memorial penny continued its proud legacy. The 1996 penny is part of the Lincoln Cent series, which began way back in 1909, celebrating Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln Cent has become one of the most widely collected and iconic coins in U.S. history. Now by 1996, the Lincoln Memorial reverse had already been in circulation for nearly 40 years, having replaced the original wheat ears design in 1959 to honor Lincoln's 150th birthday. This version features the Grand Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., and if you look closely, you can even see the tiny statue of Lincoln sitting inside. The obverse still featured the classic side profile of Lincoln with the words, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the date 1996. But what makes the 1996 Lincoln penny special isn't just its historical consistency, it's the hidden errors, varieties, and demand among collectors that have driven up its value today. Section 2. Mint locations and production. NUMBRS. In 1996, pennies were struck at 3 locations: Philadelphia Mint, no mint marked; Denver Mint, marked with a D; San Francisco Mint, proof coins with an S. Over 12 billion 1996 Lincoln pennies were minted across all 3 locations. That might sound like a huge number, and it is, but remember, quantity doesn't mean there aren't rare variations hiding in the mix. Some of these coins came out with striking errors, double dies, and even center strikes, and those are the exact coins that collectors are paying top dollar for right now. Section 3. Rare varieties and error coins. Watch for. Here's where things get really exciting. The value of the 1996 penny skyrockets when rare errors come into play. Double die obverse. This is where the design on Lincoln's face or the inscriptions appears doubled, especially noticeable on words like Liberty or In God We Trust. These rare coins can sell for hundreds of dollars, and in pristine condition, even over $900. Center strike. Some 1996 pennies were accidentally struck off center at the mint. If the misalignment is extreme and the date is still visible, the value can jump dramatically, from $50 to $500, depending on how unique the error is. Broad-struck coins. These coins are struck without the collar that usually keeps the coin round. A broad-struck 1996 penny has a slightly warped appearance and can sell for $100 or more. Clipped planchet errors. When the coin blank is improperly cut, part of the penny is missing. These errors are rare and sought after, and collectors pay $150 to $350 or more depending on the severity and condition. Die cracks and cuts. These are caused by wear or breakage in the minting die. They can appear as extra metal lumps or cracks on the surface. A dramatic cut can raise a 1996 penny's value to $200 or more in collector circles. Section 4. Graded coins. Why condition is king? Let's talk about grading. A regular 1996 penny found in your change may only be worth face value, but when it's in mint state, especially MS67, MS68 or higher, that's when serious collectors start making big offers. For example, a 1996 D Lincoln penny graded MS68 red by PCGS sold for over $700. A Philadelphia 1996 penny graded MS67 plus red can go for $300 to $500. Rare proof coins from San Francisco in PR70 deep cameo condition can command $1,000 plus. So yes, condition matters. Keep an eye out for pennies with full red luster, no scratches, and sharp details. They're the gold standard. Section 5. Why the 1996 penny is still hot in the market right now. The coin market is booming, especially for coins from the late 20th century. Why? More people are coin roll hunting. Social media and YouTube videos are driving awareness. Investors are turning to collectible coins as assets. That means a coin like the 1996 Lincoln penny, with both history and hidden rarity, is more valuable than ever. It's becoming a star of modern U.S. coinage, and collectors are willing to pay top prices for perfect specimens or error coins that set them apart. If you think all modern pennies are worthless, think again. Here's what you need to do right now. Check your change jars, wallets, piggy banks, and old drawers. Look closely at the date 1996 and the mint mark. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling, cuts, or other strange marks. Weigh your coins. Some errors show up with slightly heavier or lighter coins. If you find a perfect or error coin, get it graded by PCGS or NGC. Your 1996 penny could be the one that brings you a surprising payday. So there you have it, coin hunters, the story of the 1996 Lincoln penny. From its classic design to its jaw-dropping error values and current collector demand, this is one coin you definitely want to keep an eye on. And remember, the next coin that could change your life might already be sitting in your pocket. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to USA Coins, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a treasure hunting opportunity. Drop a comment below if you found any 1996 pennies or rare errors. We'd love to feature your find in our next video. Until next time, keep your eyes open, your coin safe, and your passion for collecting burning bright. This is USA Coins, signing off, where every penny tells a story, and some are worth a whole lot more than you think. Today, we're about to uncover a shocking truth about a small, shiny piece of copper that many Americans toss aside without a second thought: the 2012 Lincoln penny. Yes, you heard that right. This tiny cent could be hiding in your pocket, your piggy bank, or even buried in your couch cushions, and it might just be worth up to $979.787 in today's coin market. This isn't a myth or a rumor. It's real, and the history, rarity, and collector demand behind this penny are absolutely mind-blowing. So sit tight, grab your coin jar, and get ready, because this video might just make you a few $100s richer, or even more. Part 1. The history of the Lincoln penny. Let's begin with the story behind this incredible coin. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin replaced the Indian head cent and became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and not just any person, but one of the most iconic and respected figures in American history. For over a century, the Lincoln penny has seen multiple reverse design changes, special editions, and mint mark variations, making it one of the most collected coins in U.S. history. But the 2012 Lincoln penny? That's a whole other story. Part 2. What makes the 2012 penny special? At first glance, the 2012 Lincoln penny may look ordinary. It has the familiar Union shield on the reverse, a design introduced in 2010 representing President Lincoln's efforts to preserve the United States as a single, united country. On the obverse, it still features the profile of Abraham Lincoln with the words "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the year 2012. But here's where things get exciting. Several key factors have made certain 2012 pennies incredibly valuable. Rare errors, mint mark rarity, high-grade condition, copper, transitional planchet strikes, collector demand. Let's break each of these down so you understand why a single penny from 2012 could bring you close to a $1,000 windfall. Part 3. Error coins that could make you rich. Some of the highest valued 2012 Lincoln pennies are error coins, coins that were accidentally struck incorrectly at the US Mint. These errors make each coin unique and incredibly desirable to collectors. Here are a few error types that could skyrocket the value of your penny: double die obverse, DDO look at the date, the word liberty, or in God we trust. If the letters or numbers look doubled, you could be holding a major jackpot. Off-center strike. If your coin appears misaligned, say, only 75% of the design is visible, that off-center error can easily fetch hundreds of dollars. Die cracks and cuds. These are breaks in the die that cause raised lines or blobs of metal on the surface of your penny. They're rare and highly sought after. Transitional planchet error. Some 2012 pennies were mistakenly struck on the older copper zinc planchets instead of the zinc ones. If you find one weighing closer to 3.1 grams instead of 2.5 grams, you could be holding a copper treasure worth hundreds. Missing clad layer or blank reverse. If your penny appears weirdly colored, missing details, or has a blank back, don't ignore it. It could be a striking minting error. These kinds of mistakes are rare, but they exist. And some have sold for $600 to nearly $1,000 at auctions and online. Part 4. High-grade pennies. Mint state coins. Even without errors, a 2012 Lincoln penny, in mint state condition, particularly MS 67 or higher, can bring in serious money. These coins have never been circulated, retain their full luster, and are free from scratches, dirt, or wear. Coins graded by PCGS or NGC in top conditions are often snapped up by collectors at premium prices. Some recent sales include MS 67 Red, sold for $280 to $400. MS 68 Red, one of the highest grades possible, can reach up to $700 or more with rare errors, over $900. So if you've got a 2012 penny that looks absolutely flawless, don't spend it, get it graded. Part 5. Where TO sell your rare 2012 pennies. Now let's talk about how you can cash in if you think you've got a valuable 2012 Lincoln penny, get it graded. Use trusted services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic. Guarantee Company, auction houses, Heritage Auctions and Stax Bowers often list rare modern coins. eBay and Etsy. Some of the highest priced Lincoln pennies have sold through online platforms, but be sure to use proper photos and full descriptions. Local coin shops or coin shows, great places for quick evaluations and on-the-spot offers. Facebook coin groups. There are large communities of collectors constantly buying, selling, and trading. Just be sure to deal safely. Part 6. Tips to identify a valuable 2012 penny. Here's what to do right now. Grab a magnifying glass or coin loupe. Check the weight with a digital scale. Look for doubling, cracks, or misalignment. Use a coin microscope for best results. Compare your penny to certified examples online. And most importantly, don't clean the coin. Cleaning can ruin its surface and destroy its value. Conclusion. Don't underestimate the penny. The humble 2012 Lincoln penny may seem like just another coin, but in the world of numismatics, small details create big value. With the right error, condition, and collector interest, this 1-cent coin could bring you nearly $1,000, a truly shocking return for something most people throw in a jar or ignore on the street. So what are you waiting for? Check your pockets, search your drawers, raid your piggy banks, and examine every 2012 penny you find. You never know when you might strike copper gold, and if you love rare coin content like this, deep dives into hidden treasures, secret minting errors, and coins worth hundreds or even thousands, make sure you like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell right here on USA Coins. This is your host signing off, reminding you, every coin has a story, and some are worth a fortune. Tags for YouTube SEO, optional for your upload.